Hey, happy console gamer. It's Pixelblips back here. Andy, Dave. We just, once again, first off, we want to say congratulations on the wedding.
Yes, good job.
Welcome to the club.
The Married Guys Club.
And we noticed you did Phantasy Star. We're big Phantasy Star fans.
I love Phantasy Star.
But the art book looks great, and we really wish we had it, but there just wasn't much we could comment on.
Because we don't have the book.
But then you were like, N64, Mario 64. When the Nintendo 64 came out,
Yeah.
and we just wanted to share our first moments with the N64. So I, at that point, was a PC gamer. I had been burned by the Sega 32X and Sega CD.
Which is easy to do.
Which, in hindsight, those are two awesome systems. But so I was like, I'm going to be a PC gamer, So everyone at school was talking about Nintendo 64, Nintendo 64, Mario 64, Mario 64, Mario 64. I finally got to play it in a Sears, which is how, like, it was at the Antioch Mall.
Yeah, which now is mostly
like
gone.
A smoldering hole. So it was a dead mall then. So my mom would take me to get like clothes at Sears, and they had put the demo kiosk
I remember those
up
demo
on
kiosks.
top of the jewelry case. So it was like 3 feet higher than it normally should have been.
Yes.
So I remember like seeing it, and he pops up. It's me, Mario.
You can play with the face on the loading screen.
And I walked over to it, and I grabbed the controller and actually like remember stabbing myself in the chest
Because
with
of
the middle part of it.
It's got that weird third
Because
prong.
I wasn't paying attention, and I'm a little kid. Well, not little. I was
Middle school?
middle school. We were in middle school then.
Yeah, sounds right.
And I remember grabbing it and like tugging on it and stabbing myself in the chest and middle part because I just didn't know how to use it. And that immediate pain response is my first impression of Mario 64. It's just And even to this day, we talk about it on the show a lot, how I am not a fan of 3D Zeldas and I'm not really a fan of 3D Marios. It wasn't until Mario Galaxy that I was really like, oh, this is how this works.
Yes.
My favorite 3D platformer game is Ratchet and Clank because I feel like it's the Mega Man 3D that we never got with Mega Man Legends. Anyway, so I remember tooling around that first area, and you have to race the Koopa Troopa and everything, and having fun with it, but not really getting it and not really understanding it.
Yes.
So the N64 went in the back of my mind, and I think that was for a lot of people because it didn't really sell that well.
It was expensive too. Those cards were expensive.
Yeah, so then I got into the next console generation. I got back into consoles with my PlayStation 2. Dave got me a PlayStation 1 right before it. I really loved it. And people at school would play wrestling games on the N64 when I was in college. So that was really we would dust off the old Nintendos. I had a friend that had an NES. I had a friend that had a Super. I brought my Sega Genesis. And then I had a friend that had an N64. We'd all bring them together and we'd all play. And I remember loving Smash Brothers. And I remember loving... even though I hate wrestling games, really, I remember really liking the Fire Pro Wrestling series that we got over here.
Oh, yeah.
But never, because Mario 64 was never a two-player game, we never did it, because there was always this very social aspect. Like, I'm still looking to find Mario parties for my N64, because I love it. Fast forward now to a couple years ago.
It was like last
2
year.
years. Last year, 2 years ago, I got an N64, and Dave got me Mario 64, and I put it in and messed around with it a little bit and didn't care. And then I went and bought Legends of the Mystical Ninja Goemon for the 64 because I really love the Goemon games and playing it, and I really enjoy it. And I'm like, okay, I beat that one. Mario 64 is like that one. Let's do this. Let's give this a shot. And I loved it. Because this was after me playing Mario Galaxy and like understanding how it works, and I just was like, ooh, yeah. And finding all the secret rooms, which is something I've always loved about Mario games. I was just like, yeah. So then I decided to try Ocarina of Time, thinking that maybe I should give it a second shot, and I still don't like it. But anyway, Dave, what was your favorite?
Well, I always...
Rememory.
I always liked just playing around in these Mario games, right? Like looking for the secret stuff, just trying to do things, like try to break the game, try to achieve things that you can do without doing them the way that the developers intended for you to, like finding shortcuts. And that was always a big thing for me and my sister to do when we were playing, in Mario 64 specifically, was, okay, now we've got the flying hat, let's go see if we can figure out how to get where we need to go in this level.
Get those freaking stars.
Get all those damn stars, and I don't know, it had red coins. It had the red coins in it. There's a way to beat one of the Bowser levels in under a minute without having to go through all the crap to get to where you need to go. You just have to fall right, I think. Flying around in the desert level with that big pyramid in the middle. So get to the top of the pyramid and get the star and all that. And a lot of these games, like, they were great time sinks when you were in high school or when you were in middle school and whatnot.
Summer games, which is our latest episode.
Which is one of our other episodes. So, But yeah, I remember spending a lot of time playing this game, trying to figure out how to break the game without breaking the game.
Yeah.
And finding Yoshi on top of the castle who gives
Yes.
you 99 lives, which at no point would you ever need to use those.
Well, I think that lives is still a holdover from the arcade days.
Yeah, it is. But I mean, that's
I
still,
remember being
like, that's
pissed
a
you couldn't
Mario
ride.
thing.
I remember being pissed you couldn't ride Yoshi.
Yeah, you could not ride Yoshi. But and you
Yoshi's my
can't
favorite
save
part of
after you
Mario.
get him. Like,
Yeah.
or you can save, but you can never get him again. But it's at that point in the game, there's no point in
Well, it's a
having that many
reward.
lives.
It's like a gimme prize.
It is. I think you have to have so many stars you unlock the cannon.
It's like when you go to arcades and you hand your tickets in. It's like, oh, all I can get is a kazoo. Well,
you got a kazoo. You spent $3 and you get a 5-cent kazoo.
that's one thing you guys love. As we're wrapping this up, you and Rob love the arcade, and I love your. I think it was Kadash, because I loved Kadash as a kid. I want to know, because you guys are a wee bit older than us old folks. I want to know, you guys grew up in the prime time of arcades. I want to
Yes.
know what you think about arcades now. Because now
If
we
you can
have
find one.
barcades, we have those like Chuck E. Cheese kiddie palaces around us. Like,
Yeah,
what do you guys want from like a arcade now? That'd be awesome.
it is pretty awesome.
So don't forget to spay and neuter Pokemon. Keep making great videos, and once again, congratulations on the wedding, and we're happy to see you back.